Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining this journey today. Because what you are about to hear might completely change the way you look at the small, nearly weightless coins that pass through your hands every single day. Sometimes we overlook the smallest things simply because we assume they are ordinary, but buried in that assumption is the very reason people miss once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. And today, we are diving into the fascinating story of how a tiny one-dime coin from the year 1999 with the Philadelphia Mint mark unexpectedly became one of the most shocking and unbelievably valuable discoveries in modern American numismatics, climbing far beyond its simple 10-cent face value and being associated with a staggering, almost unreal figure of $110.6 million in certain discussions, all because of errors, mistakes, hidden possibilities, and strange circumstances that make its existence such a captivating mystery. So sit back and get ready, because this is not just about a coin, this is about the idea that something small, something humble, something that most people drop into a jar or leave buried between couch cushions, could hold a worth that rivals the price of luxury estates, rare paintings, and historical treasures. Before we move into the deeper parts of this story, imagine for a moment the ordinary life of a dime. Most people never pause to look at the year, the mint mark, or the sharpness of its design. A dime is tossed into vending machines, handed over as change, forgotten in car cup holders, or swept into drawers without a thought. The year 1999 was a busy time in America, full of political shifts, cultural milestones, and rapid technological changes as the world prepared to enter a new millennium. And in the middle of all that hustle, the United States Mint was producing millions of dimes just like it had been doing for decades. The 1999 P. Roosevelt dime was supposed to be just another routine coin, a simple, mass-produced piece destined for circulation, not for fame. Yet somewhere between the preparation of the dies, the minting process, the handling of planchets, and the entry of those freshly made coins into the circulation channels, something unusual happened. Something rare enough that it would not be seen again in the same way. People often underestimate how many things can go wrong at a mint, even though the facility is engineered for precision. Machines can misalign, dies can crack, planchets can be improperly mixed or laminated, pressure levels can fluctuate, contaminants can appear where they shouldn't, and sometimes the tiniest mechanical shift produces a flaw so rare that it crosses into the realm of almost mythical rarity. These errors are what transform everyday coins into astonishing treasures. Collectors spend years studying these patterns, documenting varieties, and tracing anomalies that might be hidden from the naked eye but become stunning revelations under magnification. And when it comes to the 1999 P dime that became associated with this extraordinary figure of $110.6 million, the conversation revolves around an unusual combination of errors and possibilities so intriguing that it has become a continuous subject of fascination among enthusiasts. To understand why this coin captured so much attention, we must dive into the nature of error coins themselves. While millions of dimes were minted that year, only a fraction contained anomalies. Most errors are simple and quickly discarded. They never make it far from the production floor. But there is another category of mistakes, those born from rare manufacturing accidents that escape detection and slip unnoticed into circulation. These coins become the seeds of legends, because the likelihood of another identical one appearing is as slim as finding a diamond in a gravel road. Collectors know that certain specific types of errors exponentially increase a coin's value, especially combinations of errors. For instance, a double die strike could create doubled lettering or a shadow effect in the design. A misaligned die could distort the orientation. A broad strike error might flatten the rim or expand the shape. A clipped planchet could show missing metal along the edge. A transitional metal error could indicate the coin was struck on the wrong planchet altogether. A wrong mint mark punch could create a hybrid identity for the piece. And then there are the extremely rare die variety errors, where unique markings, misplaced mint marks, microscopic die gouges, or unexpected shapes hidden within the design allow a coin to be identified as one of a kind. Now picture the 1999 P dime that has captivated so many discussions. This coin is believed to possess an incredibly rare combination of multiple anomalies, the kind of layered complexities that experts spend years trying to decode. One of the possibilities often mentioned involves the notion that the coin may have been struck using a transitional or incorrect composition planchet. If a dime were accidentally struck on a foreign coin planchet or on a leftover blank from another denomination or another metal batch, the result would be a unique, unintended hybrid coin. Such mix-ups have happened historically, and when they do, the coins become some of the most valuable in the world. Another possibility revolves around a dramatic double die error, where the features on the obverse appear slightly doubled, giving the portrait of Roosevelt and the inscriptions a ghost-like repetition. Each double die is unique, which means the exact pattern cannot be replicated again. That alone would make the coin stand out. But combine that with a potential mint mark anomaly, such as a slightly misplaced P mint mark or a mint mark punched over another faint marking from a die transfer, and the story deepens even more. There are also discussions about unusual striking pressure. If the coin were struck with improper pressure, it could create subtly distorted devices. The portrait might look slightly fuller. The bands on the torch on the reverse might appear thicker or thinner. The letters might show faint trails. Errors related to striking pressure are some of the hardest to identify, because they require experience and magnification to properly diagnose. Then there's the theory of a wrong die pairing. Sometimes, in extremely rare cases, a die from one production batch gets mixed with another die destined for a different run. When that happens, the resulting coin features a combination of obverse and reverse die styles that were never meant to be matched. This kind of error is so rare that only a few examples exist across decades of minting history, and each one becomes a numismatic legend. All these possibilities build the mystery surrounding why a humble one-dime coin from 1999 with the P mint mark could be associated with such an astronomical value of more than $110 million in select collector narratives. And although no standard catalog of the United States Mint officially lists such a price, the idea of extreme hypothetical valuation comes from the intersection of intense rarity, one-of-a-kind characteristics, and the fierce passion of collectors who sometimes push prices to unimaginable peaks when bidding wars erupt over items that may never appear again. The fascination with error coins stems from their unpredictability. They are the accidents no one planned, the oddities that defy expectations, and the silent survivors of a rigorous system designed to eliminate mistakes. When a coin with a unique error surfaces, the numismatic world pays attention. Collectors discuss every contour, every anomaly, every faint line that sets it apart. Photos circulate online, magazines speculate, auction firms express interest, enthusiasts try to trace its origin. And the more people talk, the more the legend grows. For the 1999 P dime associated with the dramatic figure of $110.6 million, the storytelling and the mystery become part of the value. To dive deeper into why such a hypothetical value is mentioned, we must explore the psychology of rarity. Human fascination with rare objects goes back centuries. Whether it's a gemstone, a manuscript, a painting, or a biological specimen, rarity increases desirability. But numismatics adds another layer, because coins carry history. They pass through unknown hands. They witness everyday lives. They survive events, pockets, drawers, and time. A rare coin is not just metal, it is a capsule of survival. Think of the 1999 P dime again. It was created in a year right before the turn of the millennium, a symbolic moment when many people feared technological collapse, global transition, and economic instability. The world was changing rapidly. The internet was expanding. Cell phones were becoming common. It was a period filled with anticipation, uncertainty, and excitement. A coin minted during such a time absorbed that historical energy. And if that coin somehow emerged decades later carrying errors that no one expected, its significance becomes even greater. Collectors often speak of how coins connect past and present. A coin minted 25 or 50 years ago evokes memories of a different America, one with different leaders, different cultural values, different economic conditions. When a rare coin resurfaces, especially from a recent decade, it reminds people that history continues to produce surprises.